Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 17, Episode 9. If you were new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted shows, reality shows, and also do reactions. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. We're starting where we left off at is Phaedra's sound bath that she threw for the ladies to try to get everybody to come together, and that completely went left because a lot of the ladies in the group are one, not friends, and two, that are beefing with each other. And we have Portia yet again throwing out here that Kelly was with a married man. Now, when she first threw off this comment, I believe that was episode 1, it was kind of like, okay, like we didn't really believe it, but like the more she adds on to it, it's like becoming less and less believable. And I think, to me personally, I think she's playing a dangerous game, if you ask me, because like when she first said that comment, it was like, okay, but you know how the internet people like to do. She's adding on to it now. Not only this is a married man, but now this is first it was this is a married man, and Portia and Dennis came up in conversations, I guess, right after coitus. And I'm like, okay, if you want me to believe this, it has to make sense because why would she be bringing them up? Like, was like right after coitus, like a hot dog commercial came on, and she was like, those is probably the hot dogs that Dennis used at his hot dog shop. You know, Portia Williams, the father of her child, Dennis McKinley, I think that's his name. Yeah, is that how that came up? And now she's saying he's a pastor, supposedly right after coitus, Portia's words, that this pastor called his friend who just happens to be next to Portia. Now, if you ask me, if this is a pastor, why is he out here just letting somebody know that he is out here cheating? Because I thought the whole point of cheating is not to let anybody know, to be discreet. And then she's adding, well, Phaedra, this was your client onto it. Now, another thing is dangerous, because what if, just say that Portia does have a client who is a pastor. Now, this wife can be looking sideways at her husband and can looking sideways at Kelly and looking sideways at Phaedra. It's like, oh, my husband out here cheating, and you know he cheating, and we supposed to be cool, and this is what we're doing. Again, playing a dangerous game. But every episode, Portia is adding on more and more to who this person is. At this point, the group has been split up. Shamia is comforting Kelly along with Pinky and K. Michelle. Meanwhile, Portia, she got Phaedra, Drew, and Angela over there, I guess, calming her down. Angela's like, every Nigerian in Atlanta, somebody is planting seeds. And this is I like Angela, but this is yet again Angela trying to throw focus on somebody else. And to me, it seems like she's trying to throw this focus on Shamia. So now it is, everybody knows this man. And Kelly lied on Portia last year. I'm trying to figure out, where did she lie on Portia? Because Portia did go over to Fallon's house, shook hands with Fallon, broke bread with Fallon. The next thing you know, she was with Fallon's husband, got married to this man, had a whole wedding from United States all the way to Nigeria, was with that man. And it wasn't until she found out he didn't have a coin, that's when she wanted to let him go. She said they was all in love. She said the family was off her doing that thing, that they wasn't together for real. But what we seen on the show is that you went over to Fallon's house and you met her husband, and next thing you know, that was your husband. So Kelly did not lie on her, but it seemed like Portia kind of slipped up and said, basically, this is my lick back. I'm getting back at you because you told my truth, and I'm going to get back at you by telling a lie. And that's how I took it. Shamia is stressed yet again, trying to have this baby, specifically a baby boy. Apparently, she and Gerald wanted to have a huge family. They want to have 2 boys and 2 girls, and they end up having 2 girls. And each time that they had a somewhat viable embryo that is a male or boy, that embryo did not take. And I'm kind of with her mama's like, maybe this is not meant for y'all to have a boy, because like every time you tried to go for this boy, it just didn't take. Now it's seeming like that Gerald is putting this pressure on Shamia to have a boy, and she is feeling like, I don't know, I want to say like she is not keeping her promise, because just because this is what you wanted, this is not necessarily what you're going to get. And already having a child with a pre-existing conditions, and they don't know if this is a lifelong thing. Like, what if this happens again? What if they have another child who has a pre-existing conditions, or is, I don't want to say handicap or special needs, but have something, the child isn't as healthy as they would want it to be. And she's putting all this pressure on her, which is not being, that's going to take away from her, like, taking care of the kids she already has. And then she has, like, some of the ladies in a group trying to make her, like, the villain, and, like, she is the one plotting and doing all these things. And to me, I don't think this is what Shamia is doing. But I think, my opinion, that she should have a talk with Gerald, like, I don't think we're going to have this boy that we want. And how he's going to take that, I don't know. So it just seems like everywhere Drew goes, there's some mess to follow. Because, like, nobody in her team can get along. We got people accusing the hairstylist, you not gluing her wig down enough, it's lifting up. We got people accused of not being professional. We got people accused of fighting. She got all this going on, but she don't want to fire anybody because she want to be loyal to her people. But I'm like, you got to think about yourself first. You got all these people on your team, and all these people are fighting and can't get along. Your team is supposed to be there, so when you show up, everything is all right. You shouldn't have to show up to where you need to show up at, and your hairstylist is fighting with your driver, who is fighting with your assistant, who is fighting with your manager, who is fighting with your PR person. All these people around you should not be fighting. They should be making sure when you get there, you are as stress-free as possible. And maybe you need to think about hiring some different people. I mean, they don't necessarily, like, y'all don't have to get along. But if y'all gonna be working for me, I need y'all to be on one accord, if that makes sense. What I got out of this meetup between Portia and K. Michelle was basically Portia like, girl, K, this is how we roll over here on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We will tell a lie in a minute, mainly me being Portia. I will tell a lie in a minute, and then we will go on about our business like I didn't just tell that lie and potentially, ruin your reputation. That's just how we get down over here. That's basically what I got out of it. And then for whatever reason, why are we bringing up Drew? Drew is not even a part of this conversation, so why are we bringing Drew up yet again? Now, I know I don't like to talk about what's going on, like, currently it is of, like, June 2nd, 2026, but, like, I still need to know, why are Portia and K. Michelle going back and forth over a dude that neither one of them is with right now? I also don't know why K. Michelle and Drew are going back and forth with a dude that neither one of them are currently in a relationship right now. Confusion all over my. This meetup between Shamia and Angela, and I am with Shamia because we are in confusion together. I need to know why Angela has so much, I don't want to say hatred, but so much anger towards Shamia than she does Portia. Because Portia sat there and said that if you don't fall in line, or if you make her mad, that she will have sex with your husband. And you were sitting up in her face smiling, but in the confessional calling her everything but a child of God. But Shamia laughed at this, and you have not let that go. I'm trying to figure out, why are you so mad at her, Shamia, but you're not mad at Portia? You had so much smoke for Phaedra last season because you thought that she set up that whole thing to expose Charles. You forgave her, but you still mad at Shamia. I need to know, why are you so mad at Shamia? Just like I don't understand why Drew is so mad at Shamia. Portia said that you was sleeping with Dennis for beats. But now you all in her face. You wearing that goat naked hair again. Y'all team Portia, but we still mad at Shamia. Granted, Shamia, she played her part in, one, calling Angela the 99, the 90s knows, and she played her part with meeting up with Ralph behind Drew's back. But we're not gonna forget that Portia was in the mix. Portia said she would sleep with Charles. Shamia just laughed, but Portia gets a pass. Shamia set up the meetup with Ralph. Portia was there too, but Shamia gets all the hatred. I'm confused. Don't know what's going on. Then I almost fell out because Shamia said that Angela must have been one of them girls that had the whispering ponytails. Now, I knew some girls in like the 90s, the late 90s, who had that whispering ponytail, and if I can find a picture of it, I'm trying to put it up there to show you what I am talking about. But I'm like, yeah, those girls that had those whispering ponytails, they did like to fight. Okay, now we're talking about who was laying on their back to get where they at, and I'm like, Angela, you're saying that Shamia laid her on her back to get to the lifestyle that she is in, but did you not ask? You a self-made woman. Your words, not mine. Again, I like Angela, but she's moving funny this season. Did you not ask Charles for some money on one of your projects? And then she gets the shade of Shamia, like, are we shading Shamia because she has multiple jobs with the Falcons and the Hawks? I didn't get that. It was like, cause she got those two jobs. I was confused about that. I was confused why she was talking about Shamia's plastic surgery. Because Angela, did you not have work on your nose? That, like, I never did. I never understand how you try to shade somebody for getting plastic surgery when you've had it done too. That'd be like me doggone shading. You wear contacts, girl. You wear glasses. Like, how are you shading me? Cause I got bad. Cause you got bad eyesight when I got bad eyesight. I didn't get this. Shamia was like, you know what? I'm going to leave this conversation because we're not getting anywhere. And I don't think Angela wants to get anywhere with Shamia. I think she wants to, all the anger that she has for Portia, she's going to take it out on Shamia. She's going to shade the mess out of Portia in the confessionals, but she's going to sit all up under Portia, being Team Portia, but being just as nasty as she ever wanted to be in those confessionals. And I wonder how that's going to turn out at the reunion. We did have this little scene where Kelly, she went to the dentist because apparently her new man Jarvis got her some new teeth. He is spending that money on her, and apparently Shamia hooked him up. So, like, a lot of people thought it was strange last episode that she out of nowhere was calling this dude Jarvis, who that's who she's calling him because, she don't want nobody to know her business like that for real. That she did that out of the blue. But apparently, like, several episodes ago, she had mentioned Jarvis, and he's on the phone, but she not showing him yet, and I wouldn't either because she know how these ladies get down on this show. I wouldn't, if I was on a reality show, I wouldn't bring my husband on there neither. Sure wouldn't. But then again, I couldn't do reality TV because, like, you're not going to take what I said in one clip and try to flip it and reverse it and make it seem like something else. That would suggest. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you were new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free $99. Make sure your notifications are on so my beautiful face puts up a video. You can click on it, you can like it, and share it to your people, and you can come up and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off.